Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the webinar today. Thank you for joining us. For information, today's webinar is conjunction with the UTAR Cyber Open Day. The UTAR Cyber Open Day will until 4th of July. Every day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You may reach us via live chat and hotlines as well. Also, admission to June intake is still ongoing. If you would like to join in June intake, you may contact us later. All right, so today's webinar is introductions to types of recognized English tests by UTAR. All right, the webinar is aimed to expose local and international students to the English test, which is recognized by the Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia, which are important to fulfill the English requirement to enroll or assist from a university. The English tests that will be presented in the webinar are Moet, Toefl Ibt, Pte, and Cambridge Lingua Skill. All right, the webinar main platform is in our Facebook page, UTAR for You, and also you may watch live from our UTAR Cyber Open Day platform, openday.utar.edu.my. Okay, so we are honored today to invite Ms. Mohana to share the topics today. Ms. Mohana is the head of English unit at CE UTAR. She has a Bachelor of Education honor in teaching English as a second language TESOL from UNICEF, and is currently pursuing her Master of Education English Language Education in USM. All right, and she teaches English programs such as English Enhancement program, Moet preparatory course, and IELTS preparatory workshop. She has also facilitated the English immersion program and study tour for numerous universities from Japan, Korea, Philippines, and China. All right, without further ado, let's welcome Ms. Mohana to begin. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Mohana. Thank you, Erica, for the introduction. So today I would be conducting a webinar. It's on the introduction to types of recognized English tests by University Tunku Abdul Rahman. Yeah. So going straight into it. Yeah. So the content of this is the outline of the webinar today. Basically, I'm going to give you a brief introduction on the university, and then I'm moving on. I'll be giving you a brief introduction on the center and the programs offered. So I am from CEE, Center for Extension Education. Yeah. And then I'm going to give you an overview of the test formats and structures for recognized English tests by UTAR, which is Ielts, Lingua Skill, Moet, Toefl Ibt, and Pte. And finally, I'm going to share the contact details of person in charge in UTAR and in UTAR Kampar campus and Sungai Long campus. So first, I'm going to start with the UTAR's vision, with the university's vision. So UTAR's vision is to be a global university of educational excellence with transformative societal impact. It is one of the fastest growing private higher education institutes in the country, with phenomenal growth in all aspects of its development since its inception. It was officially launched on 13 August 2002 as a non-for-profit private university providing affordable quality education for everyone. So some of the achievements and awards awarded to UTAR is the 5-star Satara Award 2018-2019, and the university is also ranked as 106th in world's most sustainable university in UI Green Metric World University Rankings 2020, and 157th in the QS Asia University Rankings 2021. So moving on to Center for Extension Education. So our university, particularly Center for Extension Education, supports the design, development and delivery of English and academic programs for adult, part-time, and online learners, as well as UTAR and international students. So our services include English Enhancement Program, known as EEP. It's an interactive and functional English lesson to students and working adults. And we also have a part-time honors degree program, PTD, where you can study at your own pace to earn a recognized degree for self-enrichment. We also have micro-credential course, MCC, where you can get flexible degree courses for physical, blended, and online mode. Yeah, so this is exam based. And we have non-graduating courses, where we have flexible degree courses for physical, blended, and online mode. And this is non-exam mode. We also have the Student Exchange Program. It's an interactive UTAR outbound and overseas inbound student exchange program for students to experience in-depth academic learning. And we have the Inspire Learning, which is an online learning platform for massive open online course, MOOC, specific skill and non-exam mode. It focuses on specific skill and it is non-exam mode. Now, moving straight into English Enhancement Program. So English Enhancement Program, it provides interactive student-centered English lessons to equip learners from school leavers up to working adults with necessary English language skills in order for them to communicate more effectively and efficiently in the language for the fulfillment of their various needs. So the program educational objective is EEP graduates are able to demonstrate a level of proficiency in English required for academic program enrollment and or personal growth. So the program has four learning outcomes because we cover all the four skills, which is speaking, reading, writing, and listening. So the first one is express effective oral communication in formal and informal situations, speaking. Demonstrate comprehension of a wide range of reading resources, reading. Demonstrate comprehension of authentic listening materials, listening. And write to convey ideas and opinions in formal and informal situation, writing skill. There are 9 levels offered. Yeah, so we have English level 1 up to English level 9. Yeah, so level 1 is for beginners and level 9 is for advanced students. So the class duration for each EEP session, yeah, for each session, the duration is 4 weeks. We have tutorial 2 hours per day, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and lecture 2 hours per day, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we cover all the 4 components: speaking, reading, listening, and writing. Now, the academic pathway for students who want to pursue their study in UTAR. So for local student, the prerequisite to join UTAR Foundation program. Okay, now if you do not meet the minimum English requirement to join the foundation program, you have to you'd be issued a UTAR conditional offer letter. Now, when you're issued the UTAR conditional offer letter, upon receiving it, you have to register for EEP, complete and pass level 7, and you would join the UTAR Foundation program. Yeah. For those who are planning to join a UTAR undergraduate program, if they do not meet the minimum requirement to join UTAR undergraduate program, they would again be issued UTAR conditional offer letter. Upon receiving it, they have to register for EEP, complete and pass level 7 and 8, and join UTAR undergraduate program. Now, English enhancement program can also be taken by public, yeah, Malaysians. So you have to register for EEP. You would be sitting for a test, English placement test, to determine your entry level, and you have to complete and pass the level. Now, for international students, yeah, for those who did not meet the minimum English requirement to join UTAR main program, they'll be receiving UTAR conditional offer letter. They have to register for EEP, sit for placement test, English placement test, to determine their entry level, the level for the English enhancement program. They have to complete and pass EEP, and they have to register IELTS is an example. They have to register for any recognized English test. They have to obtain the minimum requirement to join the UTAR main program, and after obtaining it, they can join the UTAR main program. Now, conditional offers will be issued to students who have fulfilled the academic entry requirement, but they do not have or achieve one of the above English test course as required. So I'll give you the list. Under such condition, the students will undergo the UTAR English Enhancement Program and sign up for IELTS, Toefl, Moet, or any other test like Lingua Skill through UTAR. The students must pass the test with required score within a year before they can commence the bachelor degree program. This is for international students. Now, the program structure and fee. Now, the fee includes 6% of service tax, tuition fee, and resource center fee, examination and facility fee, and activity and service fee. But it excludes caution money, which is refundable. So the program structure for English level 7 for foundation students, if they are planning to pursue foundation program, then they have to take English level 7 and pass. So the fee is 653 ringgit. And for undergraduate, if you're planning to pursue the undergraduate program, you have to enroll and pass level 7 and 8. So the fee is 1,306 ringgit. And for English postgraduate, so English level 7, 8, and 9, the fee is 1,959 ringgit. Yeah. So the English requirements for Malaysia, English language requirements for Malaysian students. So you need to be proficient in the English language, which is the medium of instruction and examination at the university. Most programs would normally require a credit relevant score in English language in one of the following examinations. Okay, so this is for foundation program. Yeah, so the requirement, the general admission requirement is you have to get a C for your SPM. If it's UEC, grade B, Moet Band 2, IELTS 4, Toefl Ibt 30, PTE 36, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 140. Now, for undergraduate program, you should get a credit for SPM, grade B for UEC, Moet Band 3, IELTS 5, Toefl Ibt 42, PTE 47, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 154. Now we also have specific requirement by discipline. So for MBBS, you have to get an A, English 1119, yeah, or UEC grade A, Moet Band 4, IELTS 6, Toefl Ibt 60, PTE 59, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 169. For nursing, this is according to the Malaysian Nursing Board requirement. You have to get credit for SPM. UEC was not listed in their requirement. Moet Band 3, IELTS 5.5, Toefl Ibt 80, PTE was not listed, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 154. Now, you just get either one of this, yeah, not all, okay? Biomedical science, credit for SPM, grades B or C for UEC, Band 3 for Moet, 5.5 for IELTS, Toefl Ibt 46, PTE 51, and Cambridge English Test and Qualification 154. Physiotherapy, credit for SPM, grade B and C for UEC, Band 3 for Moet, 5.5 for IELTS, Toefl Ibt 46, PTE 51, Cambridge English Test and Qualification 154. If you see, it's the same for environmental, occupational, and health. Also the same for dietetics. Commerce, accounting, okay, you have to get a credit for SPM, grade B or C for UEC, or Band 2 for Moet, or 4 for IELTS, 30 for Toefl Ibt, or 36 for PTE, or 140 for Cambridge English Test and Qualification. Same goes for accounting. Now for postgraduate, the general admission will be grade B for UEC, Moet Band 4, IELTS 6, Toefl Ibt 60, PTE 59, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 169. Okay. Now, this is the general admission English language requirement for admission for international students. For foundation program, it's Band 2 for Moet, IELTS 4, TOEFL IBT 30, PT 36, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 140. Again, this is for international students. And this is the general admission for undergraduate program. The requirements: Moet Band 3, IELTS 5, TOEFL IBT 42, PTE 47, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 154. Yeah. Specific requirements by discipline. So for business and accounting, Moet 3, IELTS 5.5, TOEFL IBT 46, PTE 51, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 160. For finance, Moet Band 4, IELTS 6, TOEFL IBT 60, PTE 59, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 169. Computing, Moet Band 3, IELTS 5.0, TOEFL IBT 42, PTE 47, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 154. Journalism and Public Relations, Moet 3, IELTS 5.5, TOEFL IBT 46, PTE 51, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 160. English Language and English Education, Moet 4, IELTS 6, TOEFL IBT 60, PTE 59, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 169. Biomedical Science, Chinese Medicine and Physiotherapy, Moet 3, IELTS 5.5, TOEFL IBT 46, PTE 51, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 160. Nursing is also the same, such as same with biomedical science, Chinese medicine, and physiotherapy. And MBBS is a Band 4 for Moet, 6.5 for IELTS, TOEFL IBT 79, PTE 63, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 176. Now, moving on to postgraduate, the general admission, the English requirement for international students, Moet Band 3, IELTS 5, TOEFL IBT 42, PTE 47, Cambridge English Qualification and Test 154. Specific requirements by discipline, business, computing, media and communication studies, Band 4 for Moet, IELTS 6, TOEFL IBT 60, PTE 59, and Cambridge English Qualification and Test 169. So the general admission for Moet for both the local and Malaysian and international student, there might be changes to this because currently there are changes to the Moet format. So there's no longer Band 1 to Band 6, it's Band 1 to Band 5 plus. So there would be changes. It will be updated in the university website. So a specific English language score is required for admission into the following programs, which is the biomedical science, physiotherapy, environmental, occupational and health, dietetics, and commerce accounting and accounting. So in addition to either credit in SPM English or grade B or C in UEC English, applicants must also have the relevant Moet, IELTS, TOEFL, IBT, or Cambridge English Qualification and Test results as listed. So the abbreviations. So SPM is Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, from Pelajaran Malaysia, UEC Unified Examination Certificate, Moet Malaysian University English Test, IELTS International English Language Testing System, TOEFL Test of English as Foreign Language, its internet-based test, and PTE Pearson Test of English. Okay, so going to move to IELTS. Yeah, so let's look into IELTS. So IELTS is the abbreviation for International English Language Testing System. So what is IELTS? It is a test of communicative proficiency in English for study or work in English. So it is a test that sets communicative tasks in in listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So let's look at the test format. Okay, there are 4 sections, 4 papers. The first one is reading. Time limit is 60 minutes. You'd be given 40 questions. Yeah. So you have to read 3 long reading passages from academic text and answer question. Now, there are 2 types of IELTS. There's general and academic. So academic is for, admission purposes, uh, uh, for exit purposes. If you want to enroll into a university, you have to take academic. Meanwhile, the general one is for migration purposes. Yeah. And then we have listening, 30 minutes, 40 questions. You have to listen to 4 recorded monologues and conversation, then answer questions. And then we have speaking, approximately, it will take time of 11 to 14 minutes. 3 tasks where you have face-to-face interview, you have to answer short questions, and you have to speak at length about a familiar topic and a structured decision. For writing, you'll be given 60 minutes. There are 2 tasks. You have to write summary of 150 words, a non-linear text, and you have to write essay of at least 250 words on a given topic. Now let's look at the test format for general IELTS. The reading is 60 minutes, 40 questions. You have to read 3 long reading passages from daily basis materials and answer questions. Now, the difference between academic and general is the passages for academic, it's more to, academic text where it can be a report, or it can be something that related to studies. But the one for general is daily basis materials. Yeah. For listening, you have 30 minutes, 40 questions. You have to listen to 4 recorded monologues and conversations and then answer questions. Speaking, 11 to 14 minutes, 3 tasks, face-to-face interview, answer short question, speak at length about a familiar topic and a structured decision. For writing, 60 minutes, 2 tasks. You have to write a letter of 150 words on a given topic. And the second task would be write essay of at least 250 words on a given topic. So IELTS band score scale, there are 9 band. Yeah. So band 0 is for those who did not attempt the test. Okay. So I would say the lowest would be 1, non-user. Yeah. So non-user, basically, essentially, they have no ability to use the language beyond possibly a few isolated words. A few, I can say a handful, 10 or 15 words. Yeah. And band 9, on the other hand, they are advanced users, they are expert user. They have full operational command of the language, appropriate, accurate, and fluid with complete understanding. And then we have band 8, a very good user. So they basically have fully functional operational command of the language with only occasional, unsystematic inaccuracy and inappropriacy. Okay, and then we have band 7, good user. Um, Again, has operational command of the language with occasional inaccuracy, inappropriacy, and misunderstanding in some situation. Then we have band 6, competent user, generally effective command of the language, despite some inaccuracy, inappropriacy, and misunderstanding. And then we have band 5, modest user, partial command of the language, coping with overall meaning in most situations, though is likely to make many mistakes. Yeah. But they should be able to handle basic communication in own field. And then we have band 4, limited user, basic competency is limited to familiar situation, has frequent problem in understanding and expression, and is not able to use complex language. And we have band 3, extremely limited user, conveys and understands only general meaning in very familiar situation. Frequent breakdowns in communication occur. And 2, intermittent user, no real communication is possible except for the most basic information using isolated words, in familiar situations, and to meet immediate needs. Has great difficulty understanding spoken and written English. Yeah. Okay. So how much does IELTS cost? So the one that is most common, the one that students always go for, which is IELTS academic, it costs it will cost us Malaysian ringgit 795. General will also cost Malaysian ringgit 795. And we also have a computer delivered test, which also will cost 795. Yeah, academic and general. Then we have IELTS for UK visas and immigration. So if you are planning to go to UK, then you have to take this one. It will cost you 895, both academic and general. And we have IELTS life skills. This one it costs you 792. This one is more to work purposes. Yeah. So the test validity. So what is the validity of IELTS? How long is the result valid? Yeah. So the test report form, the TRF, is valid for 2 years from the date of the result declaration. So you can only use it for 2 years. For instance, if you have taken IELTS in 2016 and you are planning to join UTAR in 2020, you cannot use the IELTS result that you've gotten in 2016 because it is not valid anymore. Yeah, so it's important for you to take note of the validity period as well. Okay, what is the age limit for IELTS? So the IELTS exam requires a minimum age of 16 years. The IELTS exam is applicable to anybody over the age of 16, regardless of nationality or background. But if you're planning to join a school and it requires IELTS scores for admission, an exception can be granted. Okay, so how do you book? How can you register for IELTS test? So you can book your test at an official IELTS test center, uh, British Council centers, or IDP IELTS test centers, or you can register for the test via CEE UTAR, as we are the official test referral agent for IDP IELTS test center. So we can also guide you through the registration process. Now, moving on to Moet, Malaysian University English Test. Okay, what is Moet? It's the abbreviation for Malaysian University English Test. It is a proficiency test to measure your ability to listen, read, write, and speak in English. It is also a prerequisite for entry into local public institutions, and it is accepted by universities in Malaysia and Singapore only. Yeah. So why do you need to take Moet in Malaysia? So it is compulsory for public universities. Uh, in order to pursue your degree at a local university, public and local institutions, you have to take Moet, and it is also proof of English language proficiency. So certain universities, yeah, I wouldn't say certain, most of the universities would need you to provide, results to show how proficient are you in the language. So most of the universities accept Moet for you to show your language proficiency. So let's look at the test format. Okay, let me tell you, the test format for Moet has been revised from the year 2021. Moet has this new test format. Yeah, it's not using the old format anymore. Yeah, so the new format has been aligned to CEFR, the Common European Ink framework. Yeah, so the papers are similar. There are four skills that will be tested, four components. So we have listening, speaking, reading, and writing. However, the changes are in the format and also the time. Yeah. So for listening, it'll be given 50 minutes. 25% of the total score is from listening. Maximum score is 90. Speaking, it'll be given 30 minutes. Again, 25% of the total score. Maximum score 90. Reading, 75 minutes. 25% of the total score. Maximum score 90. And writing, 75 minutes. The weightage is 25%. Maximum score is 90. So the total is 360. Now let's look at the test format. For reading, 75 minutes, 40 questions. It'll be given 6 passages at least one text with graphics, and you have to answer questions. For listening, you'd be given 50 minutes, 30 questions. You have to listen to 5 recorded monologues and conversations, then answer questions. And for speaking, you'd be given 30 minutes. There'd be 2 tasks, individual presentation and group interaction. And for writing, 75 minutes in 2 tasks. You have to write letter or email of at least 100 words. 2, write essay discursive, argumentative, or a problem solution of at least 250 words on a given topic. Now, the description of the aggregated scale and the and the band. Yeah. So for Moet, it's no more the 6 band. Yeah. So initially it was band 1 to band 6, but now there is difference. Okay. If you can see, there are 9 band here, 1 to 5 plus. Okay, so for basic 1 to 2.5, yeah, they fall under the basic user. Independent users, they fall under 3 to 4.5, and proficient users, they fall under 5 to 5 plus. And this is the aggregate score for each band. Yeah. So candidates are required to attempt all 4 components to obtain an overall band. No certificate will be awarded to candidates who fail to attempt all 4 components. You have to do all 4 in order to get an overall band. So how much does Moet cost? So starting the new format, which has started, yeah. The examination fee is 100 ringgit for citizen, yeah, for Malaysians, and 350 ringgit for non-citizen candidates. So the format type, we have Moet on demand, yeah, uh, which is a new format. It started April 2021. So the examination fee is 250 ringgit for citizen candidates and 550 for non-citizen candidates. So if you're planning to take Moet, the third session, the registration will be open on 8th of July and it will be closed by 22nd of August. And the speaking test dates are in end of October and beginning of November, and the test date for written test date is on 13 November 2021. So let's look at the test validity. Moet result is only valid for 5 years from the date stated in your Moet result slip. Yeah, and the age limit, there is no age limit stated for Moet. So candidates of all ages can take the test. Yeah. So how can you register for Moet in Malaysia? In person, which is through your school or your institutes, yeah, or online through MEC's website as a private candidate. And it's important for you to be alert to submit your registration before the deadline, or else you have to wait for another session that might take a couple of months. Yeah. Okay, so that's for Moet. Moving on to Lingua Skill. So Cambridge Lingua Skill is it's still a new test that has recently been introduced. So what is Lingua Skill? It is a quick and convenient online test to help organizations check the English levels of individuals and group of candidates, powered by artificial intelligence technology. So it tests all 4 language skills: speaking, writing, reading, and listening in modules. So it provides accurate results within 48 hours and it's easy to administer. You can administer the test at any time or place, even at your home, yeah, in the comfort of your home. The results are aligned to the Common European Framework of Reference, CEFR, the international standard for describing language ability. So, modular testing. Now, one thing about Lingua Skill is it has a modular testing which assesses reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So this gives you a choice, okay, about the skills that you want to be assessed. You can choose the skill that you want to be assessed. Okay, so the reading and listening module is adaptive. Questions become easier or more difficult depending on an individual's previous answer. So as you answer, okay, you will get questions. So if you're good at it, maybe you can get more difficult answer. It is for the system to understand, to determine your proficiency level. So the questions will not be the same, and I can't say that you'd only get 100 questions or 50 questions. The number of questions might differ. It depends on your proficiency. So within a Lingua Skill, there are two type test options, which is general and business. You may choose the type of English that will be tested based on your objective. Yeah. So English used in daily life, making it suitable for university admission and recruitment for roles in a non-business specific environment. You can take the general Lingua Skill. Yeah. Example, if an employee needs strong English skill to perform his or her role effectively, but does not need specialist business terminology, this makes the test suitable for a broad range of organization. Test topics include studying, working, making plans, travel, and technology. So this is for the general Lingua Skill. For business Lingua Skill, yeah, English used in a business and corporate setting, most suitable for recruitment in organizations where employees are expected to be familiar with the language of business. So it is suitable for large and small organizations which may be operating on an international level. So your topics would be like buying and selling of products or services, the business travel, and human resources. So this includes a lot of jargons. You have the technical language here for Lingua Skill Business. So let's look at the test format, reading and listening. The reading and listening module is adaptive, so there's no fixed number of questions. Each question answered by a candidate helps the computer to understand their level better. So the test finishes when the candidate has answered enough questions for the system to identify their level accurately. For writing, candidate is required to input answer using a computer keyboard. As I told you, this is an online test. Answers are marked automatically by the computer. Results will be available within 12 hours. So you get the writing result faster than the other components. For speaking, the speaking module is tested using computer via a microphone and headphone, and their responses are recorded. It's assessed by hybrid marking using both human and AI technology, and the result will be available within 48 hours. Yeah. So reading and listening, 60 to 85 minutes. Questions variable because we can't tell you exactly how many questions you get. It depends on your level, your proficiency. So task is basically you read and select gap sentences, multiple choice gap fill, open gap fill, extended reading, listen and select extended listening. And for speaking, 15 minutes, 5 part. You speak with the examiner and with another student who's being tested. And for writing, 45 minutes, 2 parts. Write an email or write a response to a scenario. Now, this is how your test report would look like. Yeah. So results show an overall CEFR level and Cambridge English score, and enables candidate to improve desired areas. So if you feel that your result in listening is not satisfying, you can repeat only listening. Listening and reading, yeah, in this case. Or if it's just speaking, then you can only repeat. You can retake speaking again, yeah. So CEFR level descriptors tell you what candidates can be expected to do at their level, and Cambridge English skills provide more detailed information about candidates' performance. So how much does Lingua Skill cost? So as I told you, if you're planning to take just one module, it can be reading and listening or writing or speaking. That will cost you 200 ringgit. Any two modules, yeah, it will cost you 375 ringgit. And all the modules, all three modules, it's 550 ringgit. So additional test center fee of 60 ringgit per candidate may apply. It depends on the center. An additional weekend or after working hours surcharge of RM 60 ringgit may also apply. So this one is chargeable by authorized test center only. Okay. Test validity. Okay. good news about Lingua Skill is the result does not expire and are valid for life. Okay. What is the age limit for Lingua Skill? There is no minimum or maximum age limit to attempt the Lingua Skill. Candidates of all ages can take the test. So how can you register for Lingua Skill in Malaysia? You can register for Lingua Skill test via CEE UTAR, as we are also the official test referral agent for Sasbagi. Simple and Berhad. Okay, so since this is new, just letting you know, Lingua Skill is accepted in the and recognized, by some of Malaysia's largest and most established universities and colleges. Yeah, so University Tunku Abdul Rahman is also one of them. So this is updated as of 25th of May. The list is continuously being updated, so you can check uh, back. Yeah, you can check in their official website. Okay, now moving on to Toefl Ibt. Now, what is Toefl Ibt? Okay, English language, Toefl Ibt is English language test for university study, work, and immigration. It's accepted by more than 11,000 universities in over 150 countries. Yeah. So the Toefl Ibt helps students to stand out confidently in English and show they have what it takes to succeed. Okay. So it is for test takers, for score users, for teachers, advisors, and agents. So it is conveniently offered weekly at authorized test centers near you. The computer delivered test is the only test that measures all four academic English skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Now, this is also a computer delivered test. Okay, so the way they are actually used in a classroom. So your TOEFL score provide a true reflection of your ability and show admission officers you have what it takes to be great. So test format, there are four components. For reading, 60 to 80 minutes, you get 36 to 56 questions here. You have to read 3 or 4 passages from academic texts and answer questions. Listening, it's around 60 to 90 minutes. You would get somewhere between 34 to 51 questions. You have to listen to lectures, classroom discussions and conversations, and then answer questions. Speaking 20 minutes, you have 6 tasks. You have to express an opinion on a familiar topic, speak based on reading and listening tasks. And writing 50 minutes, 2 tasks. You have to write essay, responses based on reading and listening tasks, and support an opinion in writing. So the scores, you have speaking scores, advanced, high intermediate, low intermediate, basic, and below basic. So you have it for speaking, writing, and for reading you have advanced, high intermediate, low intermediate, and below low intermediate. So you have that for reading and listening. Okay, so it offers a complete and accurate picture of your ability. It minimizes the rater bias that occur with face-to-face interviews, and it ensures consistency and highest quality. Yeah. So this is the test scores. So how much does TOEFL IBT cost? The price of TOEFL exam in Malaysia is USD 195, approximately 802 and 3 cents in Malaysian ringgit. Yeah. So of course it changes according to the conversion rate in Malaysia. So test validity, the TOEFL IBT exam score or the test report form is valid for 2 years after the test date. Speaking about the age limit, there's no minimum or maximum age limit to attempt the TOEFL IBT. Candidates of all ages can take the test. Okay, so how can you register for TOEFL IBT in Malaysia? You have to pick a test date that's at least 2 or 3 months before your earliest deadline. Okay, register approximately 4 months before your desired test date. Walk-in registration at test center is not permitted. So you have to go online and then you have to register for the test. So you can register via your ETS account, your phone app. They have an app, ETS app, register by phone or register by mail. So that's for Toefl. Moving on to PTE Academic, also known as Pearson English Language Test. So what is PTE? PTE is accepted for student and migration applications across the world. In addition to its unbiased approach to testing, the test has many unique advantages. So it is also the test takers, the results are graded by AI technology and not humans. Okay, so artificial intelligence AI scoring that mimics the algorithm of human marking. You are graded only on what you say. Yeah, it claims to have unbiased scoring graded by AI against thousands of previous responses. So flexible testing and fast result. Test results are within just 48 hours and with more than 350 centers in over 70 countries. uh, Sends your score unlimited times for free. So freedom to send the score to any desired organizations with no additional fee. Unlimited acceptance for study and migration applications. So it's accepted around the world and approved for UK, Australian, and New Zealand visa and migration. So the test format, to complete a PTE academic test, you will need to attend a secure Pearson Test Center. You will use a computer and headset to listen to, read, and respond to questions. So let's look at the test format. For reading, the time limit is 32 to 41 minutes, 15 to 20 questions where you have to read authentic texts about a variety of academic subjects, including humanities, natural sciences, and social sciences, and a number of different question types. For listening, 45 to 57 minutes, you'll be given 17 to 25 questions where you have to listen to the audio, visual recording, and answer a number of different question types. Speaking and writing, the time limit is 77 to 93 minutes. You'd be given 32 to 40 questions where you have to read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, and answer short questions. And 3 to 5 questions where you have to summarize written text and write an essay. So understanding the scores. Your score has several sections. Yeah, your personal details and photos, your test registration ID and score report code, and your overall score, and a detailed breakdown of your performance. So PTE academic is scored against the global scale of English. It is a thermometer or a style of scale. So this is a sample of PTE score report. Yeah. So the PTE academic score report includes your overall score, communicative skill score, and enabling skill score. Okay. So the test validity, the PTE academic test scores are valid for up to 2 years from the date of the exam. The age limit, the candidate must not be less than 16 years old, and candidates below 18 years of age are required to submit a parental consent form signed by either parent or guardian before taking the test. The consent form is available on the official website of the PTE Academic Pearson English Language Test. Now let's look at the price of the test. The standard price is Malaysian ringgit 710. How do you register for the test? You can go to the website and register for the test. Now, I'm done with PTE. Okay, if you are interested to register for Ielts or Cambridge Lingua Skill, you can contact Encik Muhammad Shafiq from Sungai Long, CEE Sungai Long, and Miss Shahira, Sheikh Nur Shahira, from CEE Kampar campus. Now, you can contact them via email since due to the current situation, they are not working from campus. So as soon as you email them, they will get in touch with you and guide you with the registration process. If you have any questions pertaining to the admission, you can also contact them. They will guide you or uh, you know um, refer you to the person in charge. Okay? So, if you want to know about more about our center and also the programs that we offer, and if you're interested to to join any of the programs, you can find us. This is our social media handles. Yeah, we have our official website, ce.utar.edu.my. Then we have our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, in order to get all the informations that I've shared with you, you can scan the QR code. Yeah, we have a booklet on our website, and this QR code will bring you to the booklet, so you can get all the information that I've shared with you via the booklet in the booklet. Yeah? So I give you a couple of minutes to just scan. And Q&A session. So, is there any questions? Do you have any questions that I can answer?
Thank you, Ms. Mohana, for the sharing. Okay.
Thank you, Erika.
Okay. So, student, if you are not meeting the English requirement, you may consider to register the English test, which is introduced by Ms. Mohana just now. Okay. Let me share my slide first. Okay, so the section now is a Q&A section. If let's say if you have any questions, you can just drop a message in our Facebook page, the live video. Okay, so at the same time, you may scan the QR code here for the evaluation form. Right, your feedback is very important for us to improve in our future webinars. Okay, so there's a question for myself, Ms. Mohana. Since there's so many, there are few English tests you was introduced just now. So may I know which of these tests is the most easiest for students to attempt?
Okay, so basically this test, okay, if you are planning to study in a university that offers English taught degrees, yeah, and if you do not meet any of the requirements, you take this test. But I cannot say I cannot just say, okay, this test is easier than the other test. There's no such thing, because the answer depends on many factors. Okay, like the test that is recognized by the university that you're going. Like for instance, UTAR recognizes all the tests that I've told just now, and also it also depends on the exam centers that are available, the fee. Okay, how much are you willing to pay? So all this, is what you need to consider. So I cannot say that one test is easier than the other. It's a very common question that I get, like which one is easy. I would say all the tests has its own level of difficulty. So it depends. Other factors would determine which test to take. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Mohana. I think, and also another questions that a student might interested to know, which is how do a student to prepare for a language assessment test, like a tuition or this? Would you mind to share?
So how do you prepare for a language assessment test? Okay, first you can join any English enhancement programs, like the one that I've introduced. English enhancement program can also prepare you for any of the tests that I've shared with you just now, and basically you can also work on improving your proficiency by doing a lot of practice. Yeah, so you can just Google for the test practice. They have ample of it online. Yeah, and of course you can prepare yourself by listening to podcasts. That's how you prepare or enhance your listening skill. Listening to podcasts in English, watching English movies without subtitles, reading English newspapers, scribble down a new word every day and try to use it. So this is how you prepare for the test. I wouldn't say that you'd be ready in a day. Excuse me. It might take some time, but if you continuously try to expose yourself to the language, try to use it always, you can improve and take the test and get the desired score that you need. for admission purposes or any other reasons.
Okay, thank you, Miss Mohana. And also, the one thing, because now the Moet, there is a new format for the Moet. So, if let's say the student taken the old format Moet, so is that required for them to take up the new format Moet examination again?
Okay, now if they have taken the old Moet, okay, they have to check the validity of the test results. Okay, if it's still valid, okay, they can use the old Moet. They don't have to take the new format, the new Moet again. Okay, but if the validity period has ended, then yes, they have to retake the paper for admission or exit reasons, because in order to graduate you still also need to have a certain English requirement to graduate. Yeah, so if your Moet results is not valid anymore, then yes, you have to sit for it again.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much, Miss Mohana.
You're welcome.
May I know, is there any questions from the floor? If no, then we will proceed to we will end the webinar soon. All right. So since there's no any questions from the floor, then we will be due for the closing part for the webinar. Thank you so much, Miss Mohana, for sharing again.
Thank you, Erica.
So before we end, I would like to share some info about the UTAR. Okay. For information, UTAR has two campuses, which are Campak Campus and Sungai Long Campus. Campak Campus is an award, meaning Campak Campus in Perak, which is located in Perak, and also the Sungai Long Campus is located in Kajang Selangor. And for information, these are the area of study provided by UTAR. We do offer accounting, business, economics, actuarial science, mathematics, and process management, agriculture and food science, arts and social sciences and educations, Chinese study, creative industry and design, engineering, technology and built environment, information and communication technology, life and physical sciences, and also medical and health sciences. And for information, UTAR do offer more than 120 programs that included foundation, degree, master, and PhD. Also, we do have over 69,000 of the alumni, and we have 95 to 97% of graduates able to get a job within 6 months after the graduation. Okay, and also we do have more than 70 student clubs and society for you to join. So if you have any questions, you may visit our website, utar.edu.my, study.utar.edu.my/cn, and also you may reach us via Facebook, UTAR for You, and WeChat, UTARnet, and you may call our hotline as well. And you may email us for the inquiry also, inquiry@alliance.utar.edu.my. Okay. So that's all for today.
Erica,
Yes.
Erica, I'm sorry. So I just saw a question by Miss Ivy Wong here
Okay.
on Facebook. So I'll just answer that question. The question
Sure,
is,
sure.
which type of exam take the fastest way to obtain result? Now, the fastest I would say it's Lingua Skill, because you get the results in 48 hours. Yeah, it is the fastest. Cambridge Lingua Skill, and the other one would be yeah, we have the Toefl Ibt. It's also quite fast. You can get the results very fast from Toefl. Yeah, but you have to register early for Toefl and PTE. Yeah, so all this computer-based tests, you can get the results quite fast. Yeah, within 48 hours. So I hope I've answered your questions. Yeah, Miss Ivy. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Eric.
Thank you, Ms. Mohana, for the answering questions. Okay, so I think there's no questions from the floor. So thank you very much for joining us today. if there's upcoming the webinar, you may visit our website to get more info. And for information, the Cyber Open Day will last until 4th of July. And if you are wish to admission to June intake, you may contact us. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.